Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put on your big girl and big boy pants. Today's guest, I don't know why I'm talking like that. What's up, everybody? Flip the world, Chris. We are back with episode 20 of the Flipping Live Show, #1 Daytime Reselling Live Show. And today's guest is the #1 Nighttime Reselling Live Show, Joey Bada Bing.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, man.
What up, man?
Got this whole Smurf atmosphere going. Got your beard on point, looking good. Little fuzzy, but that could be my eye. There. Whoa. What's up, man? How you doing?
Dude, great. Like I said, going through a lot right now. Just trying to get into the swing of things. Still reselling, still doing my thing. Just excited to talk to you, man.
Nice. Everything looks good. What's up in the chat? We'll hit that early because you guys know I slack on that. What's up, Devin? What's up, Greg? I knew Greg would be here. Yeah. So yeah, man. I heard everything you were talking about on the Monday on the live, and this live is not going to go in that direction. We're just going to say, hey, man, life sucks for a lot of people, and we just keep moving forward because what's the option? What's the other option, man? It's just die. And nobody wants to die. So we got Stacy in the chat in case I missed something.
Stacy.
What's up, April? So how many times have you been to Disney this year?
I've been probably like 7 times, maybe. And not as much as I used to. Like, I used to go at least dude, when I was younger, I used to go like every week. I'm not even kidding. At least once a week on the weekend, like after school. I would go like every week. I just love it so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think if you live in Florida, because you get like a resident discount, right? I mean, it's still not. It's still Disney. You're still paying a lot, but
it's like $800 a year for.
You're still buying like a
dude,
really
it used to be like $450, and they amped that thing up to like $899.99.
Jesus, and that's because you're a resident. I imagine for someone like me, it's probably $1,200, $1,300.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The only the first time that I actually went to Disney in Florida, I went to I didn't know these existed, and they might not anymore. I went to what I call a scout place, and I just bought someone else's pass and used it for the day. And then I had to return it.
Cool. Wow.
It was in the parking lot. It was like a small little building inside a parking lot. And you walk in and they're like, what do you want? And I was like, I need 4 passes to Animal Kingdom. And they're like, all right, well, here, you have to bring these back. Like, you basically I guess, kind of how people sell season tickets for sporting events.
Yeah.
I guess people that live in Florida buy that pass and then just sell it to make money. I don't know. I just brought the passes back and everything was cool.
How long ago was that? Because
it was a lot, dude. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that had to be a long time ago. Because now you have to use your fingerprint and stuff. So you have to use I use my left index finger, and you have to use that same finger or it won't work.
So they cut out the scalpers. Wow.
Yeah, they cut that out. Yeah, because
because I was like, man, this is great. I don't even have to go to I can just buy a cheaper pass from someone else.
just imagine they're paying for the monthly pass, but they're making all the money. You see what I'm saying? So they cut that out for sure.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. So that was the cool little thing I found. I was like, oh, how can I get into Disney cheaper without trying to jump the fence?
Right.
What's up, Zach, man?
Zach,
2 favorite dudes.
You just hit, we got him to hit 1K on my live. That was crazy. It was so cool.
Annie, your fish is in the mail. If you were on the last live, we gave away a 4-foot fish because we had hustling hooks and she won it.
That's cool.
Greg says he hasn't been showing his face around, but he wanted to come just because of you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Greg.
Devin, the sales, so we got there at 7 o'clock. So we're trying to move some of our, I hate calling it lower volume, but anyway, some of the shoes that we've had for 60 days from our first test pallet of new product that haven't sold. I was like, well, let's just take them to the flea market and sell them at cost so we can at least get that money back. We got set up by 8 o'clock and it started pouring by 11. So we were only there a few hours, but we made $220. So it wasn't a success, but it wasn't a failure.
There you go.
I knew he would be in here because he wants to gloat about his Braves winning.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I saw you had the Astros hat on. I'm like, I'm a big Yankees fan, and I can't really talk. So
Yeah, so I mean, I grew up a Braves fan because I lived in North Carolina, and I saw them win in '95, and I was ecstatic. I probably have a tub somewhere of all my '95 Braves stuff.
uh,
But then once I planted here, man, it's been Astros since. But yeah, it was rough. Nobody likes to lose at home, and nobody
no,
likes to get shut out at home in
yeah,
the World Series. So
yeah.
congrats, Nashville Flippers. I hate you. No. What's up, Keith? AR's in the house. Flipping flamingos, man. Got a lot of new faces. You were bringing the people, man.
Hey, man, that's what we do.
I saw Jiggly was here. He said he was 3 minutes late. Man, you missed a lot. I can't even go back and tell you how much you missed. You'll have to watch the replay.
So how's it going with Hammock and stuff?
For me, it's good, man. I mean, I'm a guinea pig for them / like their hype man. So like I'm the Flavor Flav for like their Instagram and their content. And then as far as on the new shoe stuff, I'm working with them on like their loan program and testing that out. So I went out and found suppliers for the products that I want to sell, which is shoes. And then I just started talking with all of these people, finding who I could get the best price from. And then I just presented it to Hammock. I was like, hey, I found these people. They're local. I don't have to pay shipping. I can have it delivered directly to my house or my storage unit. Mm-hmm. And this is how much it would cost. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they just transferred the money and bought the shoes. And then now I'm on a loan payback program for that, where every 2 payouts, so the 15th and the end of the month, I just have to give a percentage of my eBay payout. So it's not like I'm paying the large sum back.
Mm-hmm.
But crazy. so far it's going good. I don't live and die by the 90-day, but I do like to track it. So our 90-day, since we started with the new shoes, our 90 days gone up probably like 7K. But
wait till you'll see like that number when you're at 3 months and you're like, wow, this is what we made, but let's do better, because like when we first started, it was like 7K just from when we were just doing on the side, and then it grew up and then it went up to like 33K, and we're like, wow, like that's crazy, so it's definitely, you can do it, especially with you two. You guys are hard workers, and you said the kids are at school and daycare and stuff, and you'll definitely, with your work ethic, you're going to be doing really good.
Yeah, our goal. I don't have like an income goal. Like that's one of the, I won't say it's a downside. I've never had like even when I was a kid, it's like, oh, I want to make $100,000 a year when I grow up. Like I've never had this number in my mind. Because my whole point of view in life is kind of just like, hey, I just want to like do the stuff I like to do and figure out how to do that more. Mm-hmm. Because I learned, watching my folks and then other people's parents and then just the world in general. I'm just like, you're not going to be buried with your money, and you can't, whatever happens after you're gone, you can't use it. So let's just have fun, live, and make memories and all that good stuff. And let's figure out how to do that in a way that fits into the norm of having to pay for things, because you can't just steal for the rest of your life. So we don't have, that's one thing that I'm working on, is trying to have like a goal. Like I have to hit this goal. I just kind of go with the numbers, because I think that math, numbers don't lie, with accounting, with anything. So if you can sell X amount of 100 units, if you get the same units, you can and scale it. If you sell 25 out of 100, then you're going to sell 2,500 out of 10,000. If it's the same thing, because the numbers don't lie. So you just increase the volume, it'll increase your sales. So that's what I'm going with. Mm-hmm. So Stacy, on the other hand, wants to make all the money. She will be buried with money.
What's up, Anfisa? And Flipping Flamingos. I'll message you after the live. We'll try to get something set up. I appreciate that.
That tub sounds like money if you find it. Yeah, I could sell it to you. All my old David Justice and man, I was really into pitching back then. I don't know why, because I'm a big dude. I've always been like when I played baseball, I was an outfielder or a catcher until I was like, hey, I can't squat for 9 innings. My knees, it's too much weight on my body. But yeah, like the Braves in '95, to me, they had the best pitching. It was like Maddox, Glavine, Avery, Smoltz. Like it was just unstoppable. Yeah, Tubs. I got a lot of tubs like that. I have probably 4 or 5 tubs full of heavy metal shirts from when I was a kid that like these vintage kids would love to tear into.
That's
but
crazy.
I can't sell them.
Right?
I wear them.
Yeah, I wear them.
This said, damn, beard trim shop needs open. No. Now that I work for myself, I don't shave.
It's really funny. I'm actually getting a haircut right after this, and I'm trimming up the beard a bit.
Oh man, you just trim the top and leave the beard.
That's what I've done, but it's just like it's getting in the way now. I need to go down.
That's the best part for me is if I'm eating something and it gets stuck in my beard. Like my youngest, she'll be like, "Dad, gross," and I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm saving that for later, honey. Don't worry about it.
I always think about the and I've never watched Family Guy. The one episode I watched was when Peter had a huge beard and there was a bird living in it.
Oh my gosh!
And so that's what I always think about. I'm like, man, one day I'll be able to like put something under here and have it like poke out.
Dude, for real. I mean, bro, it's mine. The thing is, mine's really curly, so like it would be probably as long as yours. See how?
You gotta get one of those beard straightener things,
dude. I even gotten one of those, and it literally just goes back up. I don't know. It's weird.
Get a beard straightener, and then you can like start wearing scarves and hanging out at Starbucks. And yeah, No Shave November started for me about November 1987. No.
Yeah, mine started like last year.
Yeah. That's anytime No Shave November comes around, I'm like, oh, it's amateur beard month. But I imagine if you shaved your beard right now, it would look like that by the end of the month.
Yeah, it really would. Honestly, yeah. I'm not even kidding. It grows so fast. I have to trim it all the time.
Oh, problems, man. What? Okay, so I know. Again, I know you are splitting up your inventory, and how you guys? Is it pick for pick, or you're like, hey, I bought all this, I bought all that, and then going forward, do you think you're going to still do the same type of sourcing where it's just like sporadic, anything I can make money on, or are you going to try and niche down? Is there a specific thing you like selling the most?
I just love selling. Like I love finding something that I know is valuable or something that I look up and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I try to look through the whole store like that. I feel like I can't leave without looking at everything, you know? And it's good that, you know, you go frequently to a store. So, you know, that like Goodwill has like dates on them. So it's like, I already seen this date. Let's keep moving, you know, like the color of the week, you know, I can, you know, you stay on top of that. So you kind of like know what you're looking for almost. And when the new colors come out, like this week's blue, I know that I just really look for the blue ones and try to like move really fast. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, I like to sell everything. I want to make money, you know, as much as possible. I really like how you guys do shoes. I love shoes. I love everything, hats, shoes, clothes, you name it, crazy things, different things. I sell it all. So, as far as the splitting, I think I'm going to get, well, I know I'm going to get all the hard goods. But the majority of our store is closed. So I don't know if maybe she'll buy me out or we'll do half. And I don't know yet. We're trying to get into the middle of that, but this has been crazy.
You got Zach hooked on clothes, and that guy is a book.
Dude, I know. When I went to Utah, all I was doing was the leggings section, like, because they were moving fast. Like I had no time to look at all the clothes because we've been into clothes. And I love doing the clothes. It's really fun. But I was just strictly looking for like Lululemon, Athleta, Fabletics, and that's what I was looking for. And I was like, bro, you need to get your wife in here doing this because you guys can make so much money off of just leggings. He's like, bro, I'm going to try, blah, blah, blah. And dude, his wife has been killing it. I'm so happy he's looking for the leggings. It's like extra money, like, you know, that you're leaving out on the table. I mean, you know, you look at, let's just say, dealing with Dalton. I mean, he only does shoes, but he's missing out on so much more, but he's also going to more stores. So you know, it's a different way to look at things. And, you know, like I like Zach likes all the hard goods, but he's been like really into the Lululemon. And leggings and different clothing. So I'm proud of him for opening his horizons with that. But I mean, for everybody, I mean, I like to look at everything. That's it. Like I'm that type of person where I can't leave the store without looking in every corner. So kids section. Good.
I was gonna say, I think that's the beauty of reselling is you like to do things, you know, like me, I go in with blinders on, straight to shoes. And then if I don't see anything, I'm like, I just have like a certain whistle, like wherever Stacy is in the store, I'll be like, and it's go time.
Yeah.
It means there's no shoes. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Whereas she'll look at other stuff, you know, but usually the stuff that she's looking at is more of the, wouldn't this be cute for the house? I'm like, no.
Yeah. You're like, you do that whistle thing. Yep. We're out. Let's go. I can't
you know, it's like when I was a kid, again, this is in North Carolina. She, for whatever reason, my parents didn't bring this tradition to Texas. I guess it was too country, but my mom would just ring a bell on the front porch. And that was like, when you heard that, you knew you had to get home.
Yeah.
Kind of like I think they do, like when the porch light's on, you got to be home. So when I was a kid, my mom would just ring that bell, and all of us, we knew we had to go home. So that's kind of like what that whistle is the store's like, let's go, let's go.
Get in the car, get in the bus, let's go.
There is nothing to make money on here that I want. But that's the cool part is, you know, I could probably find money there, but I'm so focused on one category because just mentally, my brain, that's how it works. If I was still doing hard goods and shoes and books and knickknacks and clothing, in my brain, I would have to have a different storage unit for each individual category because that's just how my brain processes things. I can't have it all mixed into one unit because then I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like when I see like your bins or Josh Harry Tornado, he's got his alphabetical bins in his garage, and it's just like a mix of stuff in the H bin. Yeah. It's like, oh God, no, I can't do it.
No, I mean, it's a lot of different work than shoes. Like I have my 2 closets at my house, and you know, I just have shoes in them, you know, and I'm taking all the shoes too. So it's you know, shoes are just a beautiful thing. Like it's an easy thing. You list it, you put the size in, and that's it, you know, like it's
bada bing.
But you send it to Hammock, and that's even better. Like you just take pictures of it. So it's really cool. I like how your business model is.
Yeah. You know, Greg said it before, is just said sticking to a niche can be great for streamlining. Like yes and no. So like, I know I'm missing potential opportunities when I go to a thrift or when I go to a yard sale or anything like that, because I'm so focused on just the shoe niche. But obviously, you know, I still know about hard goods. I know about books. I know about vintage stuff. So if it's something like crazy, I'm not going to pass it up. But I think that streamlining our process, like I look at us as not more like a reselling business, but we're like a auto plant that makes cars. Like everything just comes on the assembly line, and my job is bzz, bzz, all right, next one. Bzz, bzz. Yep. So like everything works the same, and that's just the way my brain seems to work the best. Organized chaos is what I used to call it. AR said, Joey, what's a real hot t-shirt that's at Disney right now?
I wish you were there when it was the 50th anniversary. Oh, I just made a sale. Wait a second.
Gosh.
Yo, let's go. I just sold a pair of jeans that I picked up when I saw Drew a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
$65, free shipping. Let's go, bro.
Sweet.
These are brand new with tags. I don't know if it'll focus. It's called the Rockies brand. They're made in Colorado. So shout out to Greg. But brand new with tags, just sold for $65. I bought them for $5. So that's pretty good.
We also, I don't know if the Glare will pick up, just sold an item. It is a $100 pair of New Balance.
Let's go.
Yes. We encourage sales on the live. So if you're in the chat and you got a sale during this live, let us know.
Let's go.
Also, you got to make sure you hit the like button, because if you don't, I will curse you with a Vero on your eBay account. I have a little Vero voodoo doll, and I will
bring it out.
I will bring it out. So I missed the jump. Obviously, I'm not in Florida, but I missed the jump on the 50th anniversary stuff that was at the park.
Right. So
Luckily, Dane. Oh, I just sold something else. I don't know if you
let's
heard that.
go.
Yes.
Let's go, bro.
I don't know why it's not adjusting, but it's a $45 pair of shoes.
Let's go, man. Let's go, bro. That's awesome.
Joey's bringing the good luck to the live, folks.
You know what's really funny is like, so I'll call Drew and we'll talk for like 20 minutes or whatever, and he's like, bro, I'm like, bro, you're gonna make a sale, and he just makes sales. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. It's that positivity.
That's why you had to get out of the post office, man, because like when I first found you on YouTube and then Instagram, I was like, there's no way this dude is a mailman, because I have been dealing with USPS my whole life as an adult, and I have never seen anyone that works there smile ever.
Dude, for real. I mean, like, it's the truth.
You get a government job that you just have to literally outlast. You have to last 20 years, and then you can retire for life with a pension.
Right.
Why are you so miserable?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I mean, it's like a repetitive thing. Like, you literally do the same thing every day. I mean, that's with any.
I'd probably be great at it.
I mean, you get there, you case up the mail, you take it out, you put it in your truck, you see the same people, you see the same, either they're crazy people or they're nice people, or, I don't know. I don't know why people are miserable. Like, that's why, I loved being a mailman. Like, I really did. If I didn't know about eBay reselling, I would literally just be working at the post office for 20 to 30 years and just call it a day,
Yeah, you're an oddball, man. Like, I'm just like, this guy's smiling, delivering mail. Like, I've never seen this.
I wish you could have seen me like on the job.
I don't even schedule pickups at my house because our mail person is so just grumpy that I'm like, I don't even want to ask them to take 20 things to their little car. Man, I'll just take it to the post office myself. I don't even schedule pickups.
I have to have them come because I have so much to do in the day, like.
Oh, I wish they would. I just don't trust my mail guy because when I order stuff like USPS supplies, he doesn't even bring them to the door. He just stacks them in the driveway.
Why? People are weird, man.
I'm like,
it's their job, dude. It's literally their job. They're supposed to pick it up. Like, they're supposed to pick up packages and they're supposed to deliver to the front door. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Oh, Stacy doesn't even go inside anymore because there's an older lady that has to be on the verge of retirement, and she's like the meanest lady in the world at UPS or USPS, and she hates me. And I've gotten into it a few times with her. I'm like, lady, look, I literally did everything for you. I packaged the packages. I printed the labels. I just need you to take them.
Yeah, that's it.
Too many. Take them to the back. And I'm like, the back is from 11 to 2 p.m. It is 3:30. The gate's closed. I can't go back there. Not my problem. I'm like, it is your problem. It's your job.
It's literally their job. It doesn't make sense. People don't want to work. That's the thing. They want to make money. They want to make the most money possible, but they don't want to work. It's just.
So we haven't been on good terms with that. I haven't been on good terms with that lady since the last time. Like, we were getting into it, and I was like, hey, look, here, you have to take these. It's your job. I was like, when are you retiring? Is there going to be a retirement party? Because I'm coming and I'm bringing you a present.
I'm bringing you a present.
Yeah. She's like, I don't care. I don't want your present. Get out of the store. And I'm just like, this is crazy. So yeah, I don't have good luck with my USPS, but that's when I found you. I was just like, this guy's too happy. He can't last. He's not going to last long. Like, how many years would it have taken Joey Bada Bing to lose his smile working at the
until I go postal?
Like, first 10 years, nothing but smiles and happiness. 15-year mark, no more smile. Not a frown, but not a smile.
Yeah, just like
20-year mark. I hate everyone. See, maybe it's just my location. I don't know. I tried to be nice to the lady, and then she was just like, this isn't my problem. I'm like, wait a second, what?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're full-time reselling, man. I think
dude, you too, man. I'm proud of you guys. Like, that's just so amazing that you've done what you had to do, and now you're gonna probably not do this forever. I mean, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but like, you guys are gonna kill it. Like, you guys are gonna do so good.
I hope so, man. I honestly, I would really like to get into like just obviously investing. I want rental properties in like, Belize, and I actually want to get a condo in Panama City Beach, in Florida, and have that as like recurring, because that's Panama City Beach, like 320 days out of the year is nice. There isn't really a bad off season or a bad season there. So that'd be a cool rental place. And then just, maybe pass this on to a kid. Like, hey, let me teach you how to be a reseller, so you never have to have a boss and have to deal with all of that horribleness.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Just build that up. What's up, Knucklehead Hustle? Guys, if you haven't hit the like button, do all that good stuff. I don't like telling you twice. $1 day at Goodwill. I mean, really, anytime that your Goodwill has a sale like that, you could pick up mall brand stuff and still make money.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people don't understand. And I think I said this last time with like Chris, Daily Refinement, has like 31,000 listings, and probably 30,000 of them are like Target and Walmart brand clothing. And he sells hundreds of them a day, and he makes like $2 profit on them. But when you're selling 100 of them at $2 profit, you're making like $2,000 a day.
Yeah.
Off of Walmart brand and Target brand. So like, usually when things are $1, you can't go wrong just picking everything up. But again, I'm not that type of reseller.
No, I don't think I could do that, because I want to make the most profit as possible. And the more time that I have, I could do other things, So imagine listing 100 pair of, Target brand clothing, and you're only making $2 per pair. I mean, that's not worth it for me.
Yeah, it has to be. That's why you have to have a process.
Yeah,
that's why he has.
I'd rather wait and find a good item.
Yeah. Joey Fortnite after this.
I have to get my haircut, or what? Seriously, I haven't played Fortnite. Last time I played Fortnite was with Tim. Like, shout out Tim. I was from the thrift. We played like 2 weeks ago, I think. But
I like the new one. Shout at Tim.
So, did you say that?
No, it was it's cheese, something cheese.
Oh, Colby.
Yeah, Colby.
Dude,
he was like, shout at Tim. I was like, I like that.
I was laughing so hard. I'm like, shout at Tim. That's a new one.
Yeah, Greg, I know my numbers were off, buddy. Greg's always here to kick you in the balls whenever you.
Dude, I love Greg. Greg, we gotta meet up again, dude. I want to hang out with you again.
Yeah, he seems like a ball of fun, man. I kind of makes me want to get up there to the old Rocky Mountain.
Dude, it's nice up there, dude. Especially when it was snowing. Oh man, it was so cool.
Yeah, my problem is I don't own pants, so.
I only own like 2. Like, I have a pair of jeans. Like, I wear shorts every day.
Yeah.
So,
like, I woke up this morning and we had a cold front move in, so it's like 49 here this morning. Our high for the day is our high for the day is 60, and I was just like, all right, I'm putting shorts on. What else am I gonna do?
Right.
Let's say I put about half of what I pulled up because they're sell through. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you're not scaling like with new inventory like we're trying to do, even we still do this on our thrifted used items. Like, we live and die by the sell through rate on used items.
Of course,
on new items that you can buy. If you can buy 1,000 of something, obviously then your margins can be different. But if it's used, you have to live and die by the sell through rate, because even if you have a storage unit, a warehouse, an office, you don't keep the stuff at your house. Like, you don't want to just accumulate crap that nobody wants.
Right.
Just because it's cheap doesn't mean that it's good.
Exactly.
And it doesn't mean that somebody wants it. Just like I tell people all the time, they'll send me pictures and like, dude, I got these Jordans. And I'm like, not all Jordans sell. Some like the Jordan Flights. A lot of people, those are like the Ross, like $30 Jordans that are for the regular people. Those aren't hype sneakers. They're not going to sell for the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
And Goodwill usually here, they price those at $24.99. And I'm just like, you can buy these new for $39.99.
Yeah.
Said, I own 2 pair of jeans, sweatpants. Yeah, see, no, I don't even have sweatpants. Like, no, I have shorts. I'll just pull my socks up and just straight Vato Loco, man. Big guys don't own pants. Yeah, that's the rule. Big guys don't have to own pants. Well, I can't do the flip-flop thing. I can't do flip-flops.
I'm a shoes guy. I gotta wear shoes or slides. If I wear socks and slides, like Nike ones. But
socks and slides. I was gonna ask, you wear socks with your slides?
Yes, I have to.
No, we have not found any more OFOs since that first time, and that was something he had mentioned, that brand, and then we immediately found a pair.
Dude, OFOs is such a good brand. I love that brand. They sell instantly. They could be used, and they would still sell.
That's what happened.
It's crazy.
I literally sent him a picture. I'm like, dude, weren't you just talking about these? And then we bought them and they sold. I was like, awesome.
The sell-through rate is like, I was looking at this one pair. It was like 70 were listed, but like 600 were sold. It's like, wow, it's crazy.
That's like, you just put that in your bank. You're like, hey, if I find these, I never even have to look up sold.
Pick them up. Yeah.
I know forever. It's
Like,
kind of the same way with like the Lululemon and certain brands. You just know, just like, hey, I got to get it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ashley.
Watch the replay. Yeah, as long as you're watching the replay, we're good. There's shout at Tim.
Colby. So man.
I was like, it's cheese.
It's cheese.
My thing's horrible, man. Like I grew up in a music scene where everybody had a nickname. And so then when I transfer into the social media reselling world, like I just call people by their handle.
Right.
So I mean, yours is easy because your name's at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And like I call Josh, I just call him Harry T. Like that's what I call him.
Yeah.
And Drew's easy, but most people like I just go whatever your handle is. That's the nickname that I've acquired you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I call Greg is pancake wheelchair or wheelchair pancake, but that's just because the emojis he randomly sends me are so sporadic. And they're great because the thrifts don't think they're anything. Yeah, that's true as well. I think here the bins and the thrift don't really know about Chaco or Tivas, the sandals. Mm-hmm. So those are always cheap too. And I was like, okay. Ooh, flip-flop sandals. Cheddar is better. He said he's on vacation. His name is Big Queso. Awesome. I'm lactose. I don't approve of any of these cheese jokes. No. Yeah, see, that's everybody always hits up Josh and they're just like, what the hell is a hairy tornado? And I'm just like, I tell people when they're like, hey, Josh, hairy tornado. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, what's the name about? I'm like, oh man, like he doesn't really tell people, but before he got into YouTube, he was actually an adult film star, and that was his stage name. It was Hairy Tornado. No, they just paid. I didn't sell something else.
Nice.
Do you have like a schedule, or do you just kind of, hey, I got to go out, I might as well hit a thrift?
Like I said, right now it's just been a little crazy. I can't wait to get back on my feet and do what I want to do. But eventually it's more, I get to the thrift store, I find my stuff, I come home, I list it. Like I don't want to like be like, all right, I'm going to work this day and then, or go thrifting one day, then come home, list all day the next day. I want to get that stuff listed and literally get back out there and go get more. Like I just want to keep replenishing, keep selling, and just keep working. I got a lot of stuff I want to do in this world, and I got to keep working, so. Yep. And I love it. There's a difference. Like I don't even consider it work. Like I'm telling you guys it's work, but like, I love this. Like I enjoy doing this. Like I don't think that I'm working at all. Like it's just part of the day, so yeah.
Drew's not in the chat, and I don't think he's watching. He probably won't watch the replay. So now that he's not here, what side of the fence are you on? Do you have a death pile? Or are you anti-death pile?
I am anti-death pile.
Nice.
I don't want. I mean, dude, you get it and you list it. That's how Drew is. Like Drew's the same way. So like we feed off each other. He's like, did you list it? I'm like, no, but I will. Like when I get home, I'm not even home yet.
I remember there was like a rolling thing about the vacuums. You had 2 vacuums. Oh, yeah. Just like, dude, just list the vacuums.
Yeah. That's when I was still working at the post office. But like I had a death pile when I was working at the post office for sure. Because, I'd buy stuff. I'd list the best item and then that's it, and then just leave the other bread and butter items just sitting there. But, now it's different. This is my job now. So.
Yep. Are you hard on yourself now since you are the boss, CEO, COO, the accountant? You President. Are everything.
Like I said, I'm not there yet fully. Once I'm there, I'll let you know. We'll have to come back and do a live again.
Yes.
But as of right now, I'm just trying to do all the little minuscule things to. But eventually, like if I was in that position, I am balls to the wall. Like I just want to make money and do fun things, hang out with my family, go see my brother's football games or basketball games, and do things that normal people don't do, you know?
Isn't that crazy that the fact that there's a statement that you can make like that, do things that normal people don't do.
Yeah.
When, and I know this is one of those open-ended questions that it's to each their own, but when and who in society decided that normal was waking up and spending all of your time
at work? And with people who don't even care,
normal?
Right? And people don't even care about you at work. Like I used to go to work and people were just like you said, miserable at the post office. Like I'm like, why are you still working here? Is it for just the paycheck so you could just make money, or like you're obviously not doing this because you love it. Like nobody at work loves their job. I mean, I loved being a mailman. I thought it was cool. I mean, little kids look up to you and stuff. Like I love that. But it's just like, why are you working at a place that you're not having fun? Like, quit your job and go do something that you love. Even if you make less money, at least you love what you're doing. I
think that right there, that statement is where 90% of society would be like, oh, well, yeah, if everybody just did what they love, nobody would. How do you make money to do what you love? It's like, well, the whole point is you figure out how to make that happen.
Right.
Like if I wanted to, bench press 315, I'm not just going to go put it on the bar and get under it and be like, all right, let's do this. Like I'm going to figure out a way to make it work, whether that be start doing incorporated volume, 5x5s, get a trainer, whatever I need to do. So if I want to go to the movies every Tuesday and I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. And having a 9-to-5 is not going to allow that. So I don't know. It's just weird that, and this is stuff I started thinking about this when I was, probably in middle school, because my brain started working differently. And I was just looking at how my parents lived, how people around me, my friends' parents lived. And I was like, it seems like you're chasing this invisible carrot your whole life. And then when you get older, you're like, all right, let's go do all the stuff that I can't do anymore because I can't even bend over and tie my shoes because I'm so old. And I'm like, well, damn, I already know that I'm not going to be able to tie my shoes by like 25. So let me start living now.
Right.
It's just crazy, man.
No, it's a battle. I mean, it's a battle for people that, they just think that it's okay to go to work every day and then retire at 62. And then it's like, now you really can't move around like you used to. It's like, why do that to yourself? I've learned early and I'm happy, but you don't even have to be a reseller. I mean, you do something that you love, like literally, like,
That's one thing that I try to tell people, like in my circle, my friends and stuff. They're just like, oh man, I want to do this, or I want to do, what you do. And I'm like, hey man, like you might hate this. Like a lot of people aren't into this. Like I have friends that are nurses and they love it. I have friends that are accountants and they love it. And it's like, hey, you found what you love, you're passionate about, do that. And then, chasing money isn't going to get you where you want. And again, we all end up in the same 6x6 hole.
Right.
Unless you get cremated. So how we get there is the story that is passed on to the generation behind you. So luckily I'm in a position where I have children that when I'm gone, they'd be like, man, my dad was crazy. Let me tell you about it.
Even my mom said, like, she even said what you just said, like chasing the items or trying to find that treasure. And I'm just like, I just love this. Like, I'm not really chasing. I'm really looking for that treasure, and she's like, I'd rather just work at a 9-to-5. And I'm like, that's your opinion, like I'd rather do this so I could see you while I'm working, like so my mom's home, like right now she's home.
Yeah.
I could see her while I'm working. I'd rather see her than a coworker, like, so.
Yeah, before Gary Vee ruined all of the way that I used to think and made it really popular, like the whole, if you're living for the weekend, then you're living your life wrong. Like, well, no kidding, man. Like there's 7 days in the week. If you're living for 2 of them, obviously you're not doing something right. But like every day is the weekend for me. Like, I don't know. I just like to enjoy it. I like to enjoy. I mean, I keep certain things to myself around the kids as far as like education and how I feel about the school system in America and student debt and all this crap. And just try to just show them like, hey, this is what I do. This is what your mom and I do to pay for all this that we have and what we do, and we're always around. So
Mm-hmm.
if you learn anything from us, we haven't missed a ball game, we haven't missed an event, we haven't missed,
Exactly.
you know.
And that's my biggest thing, bro, is like
Did we have
when I
money, or was mom and dad there? You know,
right.
or did we have
Yeah.
both?
Right. And that's the quality of life, man. When I used to hang out with Drew, before I was a reseller, and I would just see him with his family, or I'd FaceTime him and his kids would run up and be like, Joey, what's up? You know, and it's just like I want that in the future.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to go to a job and have to know I got to pick them up, and then I'm tired and don't want to do that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to just be ready for everything. You know, if I have to go see a ceremony because my kid got honor rolls, like, I don't have to take off of work and say, hey, you know, I got to do this. And they're like, well, it's crunch time. It's Christmas time. You know, we need you here. It's like, I don't care what you need. This is what I got to do, you know? So
that's the other crazy thing is we as a society accepted that it was okay to choose, to be forced to choose between our job and our family.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I used to work at a call center, and I hated it because my whole job was calling people for HSBC Bank and telling them that HSBC Bank was going to foreclosure on their house. So I was basically an ass. That's what I did for a living. I called people and said, hey, you got my money? No? Cool. We're taking your house.
Oh, wow.
Find a place to live in 30 days. Like, it was the worst job ever.
Yeah.
And I remember my grandma died, and I requested time off, and my boss was like, you can go, but since your salary, when you get back, you're going to have to work weekends to make up that time that we're paying you for. And I'm like, wait, what?
So messed up, dude.
And they're like, or you can bring us a copy of the death certificate. And I'm like, wait, you want me to prove that she's dead, that I'm taking time off because she's dead? You want me to do a selfie from the coffin or the casket? Like, my brain just started thinking like, hey, I have to choose my job over family. Like, what?
Yeah.
And that just kind of started the downward spiral of I left that job, by the way. Yeah. It was a decently paying job, and I left it, and I've just been a hustler ever since, honestly.
Yeah. Shannon, that's right. I know everyone's name. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I know. That's why I brought up the whole. I just use everybody's handle, and then you have like a Rolodex of literally everybody.
It's weird. Like, see, I don't know Knucklehead Hustle's name, but like I know Marcus, Dixon, Pixons. You know that. Susan, Lori. When it was just Mama with the camera, I do it was Lori, but it's Greg. You know, I just have a good memory because I was a mailman.
Yeah. That's probably. How did you? Okay, the $1 million question. How did you even get into that? Like, how does a young person apply? You're like, you know what? I like the color gray, and I like short shorts, and I want to ride in a small Jeep that the steering wheel's on the other side. Let's do this. I'm applying today. Like, how the hell does that happen?
I mean, I guess I could go through like how, like I graduated high school, and I turned 18, and I wanted to go to fire school. So I went to fire school. And it was awesome. I was fighting fire, like being cool and working out, and it was awesome. And
did you pose for a calendar?
I wish I did. I was looking good. But anyways, I would go on calls and stuff, and the main thing with the firefighting was you're not really fighting fire all the time. Like, that's like 1% of your job. Like 90% is like car accidents and like people dying, or you're there like after scene, and it's just like, oh, it's just so gruesome to me, and I just don't like it. And I saw families crying, and you got to save their life, and it's just like, using the jaws of life to open the car and stuff, and it's just like, I couldn't do it. I just start crying with them, because I want everyone to live forever, and have fun in this life. But I had to take myself out of there. And I got a job at Publix. That's like a grocery store in Florida. And I think they're expanding everywhere a little bit. But I got a job there, and I wanted to be like a manager there, one day. And because my grandma always worked there, and some of my other family members worked there. So I got in pretty good. Got in there, and I got full-time in 6 months. Like, they said, this is the fastest anyone's ever got full-time. Like, that's the cutoff mark. Like, we see that at 6 months on, if you're eligible or if you're hardworking enough to be full-time. And I was like, get me in there. I got full-time literally on the 6th month. And then I got my own like section in Publix because I was a stock boy. I did the frozen section, and grinded my butt off, literally just trying to get up the chain and just try to be a manager. I was putting on like, dress pants. I was wearing like the shirt and tie, like
you're
to try
playing
to
the game.
yeah, I was like, look, if I want this, you got to fit the part, So I was doing that, and I was trying to get team leader, and they wouldn't push it. It was like 2 years. I'm like, look, I want this. Like, I want to be a manager. I want to keep pushing assistant manager. I want to be a manager of this, whole Publix, and they just wouldn't they wouldn't push me. Like, they only got me to full time. And I think they was just, I don't know if it was jealousy. Like, there was other people, like, they were working there for like 4 years and still haven't gotten full time, like just full time. I'm like, bro, like, I'm sorry, but I got full time, like, I worked my butt off, and I used to like throw trucks all the time, and that was it. And I just got fed up with it, and the dairy guy, he worked in dairy. His wife was a post, like a big like supervisor at a post office in where I live. And he was like, hey man, like, I know that, because we used to talk all the time, like, I just want to move up, and he used to be like managers at other Publixes, but he stepped down just to be regular because he was getting older, and he just wanted to just do dairy, and that's it. And he was telling me, like, bro, we can get you in the post office, just I'll tell my wife and you just apply and we'll get you in. And they did, man. And I was very thankful for it. And, my pay raise, like, I was making only like $11 an hour then I went up to like 17. I was like, bro, this is great. I'm making real money now, and I was only 19, 20, and I got a job at the post office. I worked for 4 years. My pay went up to like $17 to like $23 an hour. Like, I was making good money, like, and just to take care of myself. I bought a house, I bought the car of my dreams, and like, everything was good. I just put money in my Roth IRA, my retirement, and just trying to look towards the future. And, and then I was like, you know what? I found reselling, and, and the 2-year mark of being in the post office. And I just fell in love with it, and I learned everything I could possibly learn. And I quit. And then now here we are, full-time reseller.
And see, so 2 things I gathered from that is Publix, or firefighter to Publix to the post office. Like, you took a piece of everything you learned and moved it into your next thing, which I think a lot of people look at, okay, well, if I'm going to leave, I'm at this job and I'm going to go to this job, that they're leaving everything behind. It's like, really, you're taking all the value, the work ethic from one to the next, and just everything you've ever done in life that leads you to where you are right now is just stepping stones.
Right.
Like, if it wasn't these doors opening, you wouldn't have found what your true calling at this time is.
Right.
And then another thing is, when you talked about you'd been there and they didn't want to promote you, that's basically like a company or a job telling you, without telling you, that, hey, this is where we see you.
Mm-hmm.
This is your ceiling. We're not going to tell you that, because then you're going to get discouraged. You're not going to want to work. You're going to become a bad employee. Yeah. But basically, in the environment, the work environment, that's a way of letting someone know, like, hey, this is all you're going to achieve in our eyes at this store, unless somebody dies or something.
Right.
And I think COVID over the last year and a half has opened that third eye to a lot of people. And that's why there's 7 million people that just walked away from their jobs, their careers. And like, hey, wait, what? Because people realized, hopefully, what's more valuable in life. And some of these companies, you're just a number. And if you died today,
they'll fill
Billy
you right
Bob's
in.
going to be there tomorrow making 50 cents more than you were. And
he'll
move your carcass and get back to the frozen section.
Right.
But everything that you've done has led you to where you are right now. And that's
right.
Something I try to show people, talk to people about, because I've done a lot of really bad jobs. I've done a lot of horrible things to get where I'm at today. Dang it. I stand upon a pile of my enemies. No. I saw somebody, what did they say? It said flight medic and a firefighter EMT in Canada. Very stressful, not for me either. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. Like, when you were talking about doing the fire and going in jaws of life and dead bodies and stuff, like, my brain immediately was like, nope, that's not for Joey.
Yeah, it's really not.
You
The
can't
fire
show
was
up.
cool. The fire stuff was sick. Like,
Yeah.
fighting the fire, but like other than that, like with buildings falling on you and stuff, it's like, man, that's scary. You're putting your life on the line, like
Yeah.
to save other people, which I was willing to do. But with the most thing with just seeing people in car accidents and like bodies in half, like, nah, man,
Yeah,
nah,
like
that's not for me.
you can't be Joey Bada Bing, Mr.
Nah,
Smiles, and pull up to
yeah,
a freaking accident with somebody's legs are over there, and you're like,
yeah,
"What's up, guys?"
yeah. That's not possible. So,
Oh, I think we lost Greg at the
Greg,
dead body. Bye, Greg. He couldn't
you,
handle
buddy.
it. He had to go vomit. Yeah, I used to. I was a commissioned officer for the Texans for a few seasons, and I'm just like, wait, I have signed a piece of paper saying I'm willing to take a bullet to protect a freaking football player. I'm out. Like, after a few seasons, I was like, this is ridiculous. These guys are way bigger than me. They can afford to take a bullet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can imagine the death wearing on you. My both my parents, my mom was an RN and my dad worked in the surgery department at hospitals growing up. So I can only imagine like constantly having to see all that stuff. No, I did not want to. I think he was still on the practice squad when I was doing ski. Mostly it was players from their nice cars to the locker room to their nice cars after the game.
Mm-hmm.
I almost got run over by I already forgot his name. He's with the Cardinals now. It's not Watt. It's the receiver. I gave up on football. The Texans are.
What is it? Larry Fitzgerald? No, it's
No.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, Hopkins. Hopkins almost ran me over in his electric car because I couldn't hear it. It's not a Tesla. It's a Husk Fisker or something like that. I don't know. It looked like a Lamborghini, but it was so quiet I didn't hear it. And he like honked his horn, and I turned around. He's like, I was like, what the hell? I didn't even hear your car. He's like,
yeah,
electric.
That's awesome.
That's not funny at all. I would work for the Astros for free.
Oh, wow.
How dare you, sir? How do I remove him? No.
Delete.
Delete. You can unlike this now.
You can unlike. You can actually dislike it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Man, I see we're coming up. The hour went by quick. What's your plan other than a haircut today?
I want to keep listing. I got a bunch of stuff that I got a couple of days ago. Just listing. I got to bring back my store because we listed everything on her store, and I'm getting my store back up and running. And cross-listed to Mercari. And that's my motive right now is just to keep listing and stay focused and have fun.
Do you have like a goal date in mind to be back up to 100% Joey Bada Bing?
I guess when we sell this house.
Yeah. Well,
that's probably when I'm like, let's go. Like I'm ready. So I feel like that right now. Like I want to go list right now. I'm like excited to go list. Even right before I get my haircut at 3, I'll probably go take pictures of like 4 or 5 things. And how I do my listing is I do it backwards. So I create the listing first, create the whole listing. Everything's done. All I have to do is just put the pictures in. Like I do the price, everything, look it up, boom, bam, bang, bada bing, bada boom.
Oh.
And then I just take the picture, add it, then I copy the title, move it over to Mercari, tap it, boom. It takes like 5 seconds. I do it and it's listed. So that is
1,000,000% backwards from everyone I've ever talked to. So that's a cool little inside thing. You do the listing, the actual the stuff everyone hates first.
Yeah.
And then you just drop the pictures in.
Yeah, it motivates me because like I don't like taking the pictures first. I have to look at the item. I have to see like, all right, the model number is A3412, and I'll type it in because I don't like going back to the pictures, then switching over because I forget because I don't have a good memory. So, with that. So I have short-term memory loss. I have really good long-term. I can remember everything that I've done in the past. But like if I had to remember letters and numbers, like let's say like Nike, like the 6 numbers, the dash and the 3, bro,
Yeah.
it takes me like a minute just to, all right, what's the number? Like 314, and I go over to back to eBay and I'm just like 31, what was it again? Like I go back and I have to look at it in my hand like to do it. So I'm just weird.
Hey, whatever works. That's the again.
That's right. Yeah.
Reselling is awesome because there's a million different ways to get to the
Yeah.
same thing, which is to hear the cha-ching.
Yeah.
Which we've heard multiple times on the show today, guys, just so you know.
That's right.
There's like a whole like Astros hate group going on in my chat. First of all, I was a Braves fan when I was a kid. I moved to Houston in 94, and I still have all of my 95 championship or Brave stuff. So Red Sox can suck it. They've been notorious cheaters since the beginning of baseball's invention. Them and the Yankees. Sorry,
I'm not
Joey.
even going to talk.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
wait
Joey.
a second. I'm not even going to talk.
Yeah. How did the Yankees do stealing our amazing Cole pitcher? Oh, yeah, he sucked.
I can't wait for the Yankees to win the World Series. I just need them to win.
The only good thing about Boston is the fact that it's not Houston. No, I'm just kidding.
I agree with that.
Most of the music I listen to comes from the Boston area, like the punk hardcore scene there. That's a grimy, like blue collar freaking city right there.
Ooh, Texan by Design says they will steal Carrera. I'll take that.
Oh, dude, honestly, he played like trash through the World Series, so you guys can have him. I hope he goes to Toronto with Springer. And then the cool part about people leaving the Astros, again, we're talking about millionaires that play sports. Yeah. So I'm not live or die. I'm not going to go out and beat people up at the stadium because they were Braves fans. I'm not that crazy, but I understand it's a game. But the Astros that left and went to other teams, I don't know if they showed it nationally, but they showed it a lot locally. They were in the stands for the home games wearing their old Astros jerseys.
What?
It's like, cool. Yeah, sit in the stands and watch the team you abandoned for money.
Yeah.
Like my thing, I've never chased money, but like Correa is probably going to go to the Yankees or I think the Tigers, honestly, for 200 to 300 million. But you already have like 120 million. Like, how much more million do you need?
Right. Yeah.
Like, when does it become a point where you're just like, hey, look, I like baseball. And
right.
I like being around things that I like, and my wife's from Houston, so I think I'm going to stay here. Like, honestly, I'm not on the Correa train. I don't think he's as good as everyone says. Like, they kept talking, like Joe Buck, who I hate 100%, kept talking about how Correa was the best player on the field during the World Series, and I don't believe that at all. Like, I think the best player on the field was the little wannabe Altuve for the Braves, Albios or whatever. I think that dude's the best player that was on the field. But I like baseball. If you're a good player, I don't care what team you're on. I'll say you're a good player. But I don't think Correa is good. And so if the Yankees get him, good luck. Baldy, we're talking trash about baseball in a reselling chat. We got the best daytime reseller live show, and we got the nighttime reselling king. We're just having a little chat. Albias, yeah, that's his name. I can't pronounce any of these guys' name. He's a great ball player. A-Royd, yeah. Did you guys notice that A-Rod got bigger after he played baseball? Like, why would you start doing steroids after the game's over?
Right.
Like, and you could tell because his ears got longer. Like, I go to the gym, so I see a lot of dudes that are using, because most people that are like doing bodybuilding, they juice and they're openly admitting to it. But it's like, you notice that their organs and their noses get bigger and their ears get longer. And I'm just like, oh God,
yeah,
cool biceps, dude, but look at your ears.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're coming up to the last 2 minutes. Usually what I do is you're going to go full screen, and I'm going to let you talk about anything you want to say. You can plug your channel, plug anything you got going on, and then we'll call it a day. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And thank you to everybody that was in the chat. I think at one point we hit like 27, which is tied for the second most people, which I knew you would bring those people out, man. Just positivity himself. So I'm going to back it out. You get the whole screen and just speak what you got, man.
All right. What's up, guys? I just want to say, first off, thanks to Chris Flip the World and also his wife, Stacy. You guys are absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. Also, you guys know me. I'm Joey Bada Bing22. I have every Monday night, I have a live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like he was saying. Me and Drew go live, and it's just such a fun time. Yeah, I'm going through a lot of things right now, but it's going to be great in the future. I'm going to be posting a bunch of videos, just really getting back to my normal self and why I quit my job. So I'm really excited. And again, Chris, thank you so much. And everyone in the chat, appreciate you joining on in and chatting. So yeah, thanks, Chris. Appreciate you, man.
Boom! You heard it, guys. Make sure if you're not following, which I know everybody in the chat's following, his stuff's going to be in the description as well. I see some stuff. Guys, make sure, I know they're not my team, go to the parade. When we had the parade here, it was one of the best things ever. If you go to the parade, look up. Check out the snipers that are on the roof. It's crazy. There's snipers on the roof at the parades. It's nuts. That's cool. The first thing I noticed, I was like, man, there's a lot of people here. And then I looked up and was like, holy crap, there's snipers on every building.
Yeah.
It's little things like that get me through the day. But dude, thank you so much for being on the show. I have a blast talking to other resellers, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Flip the world out.